Hello, good evening. Rest in peace. I also love the way a drama greets the chat every time. It always looks like someone kicking the door to let a bee out. Like, oh my god, there is a bee! Get it out, get it out! Alright. Last time we stopped right after the giant, incredibly long exposition session. So let's see what does these guys have to say. What's up, Morgana? At any rate, I'm glad you're back safe and sound. But even that's putting it too lightly. You had it rough in there, didn't you? A little.
Sorry.
Akechi was after you all along. I knew it was risky, but we had no choice but to depend on him. But thanks to your tenacity, you were able to fool him. It's payback time. Let's make him regret underestimating the Phantom Thieves. What about you, Futaba?
Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kind of came in handy.
Oh, so?
Well, remember how I put that wiretap app in Akechi's phone? Basically, that let me see GPS info for 2 phones, yours and his.
Oh.
I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sai Nijima, who had your phone, ran into Akechi. That's when I saw my chance, and beep, sent the signal to activate the Metaverse Navigator. But there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word. That's why we needed you to tell Sai Nijima to show the phone to Akechi. This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I hear it. Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the Metaverse Nav. It's a mysterious app after all. But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to do is push the button.
Oh, very convenient.
Making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable. Pretty good, huh?
Pretty good indeed, Futaba. Do you have anything else to say?
It may not have looked like it, but everyone else was risking their lives too. Though there's no doubt you were the most at risk. I mean, you actually got arrested. But it seems like all the drugs and stuff made you forget the details of the plan. Want me to explain how it all went down? It might take a bit.
Do we want to... Do we want another exposition session? I'm so glad we got the chance to save. Not again. Not now, thank you.
I guess that's understandable. You must be pretty exhausted. Just focus on resting up. You don't have to worry about anything else. And seriously, well done.
Thank you. Okay. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed in front of everyone. Good night, guys.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while.
Yay, no school!
Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well. I'm going to stay with you until the very end. Well then, we should get to sleep. You know, something that Futaba said before, when you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that...
Yeah, it was Kasumi.
So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
What do you intend to do, Morgana? Yeah, everyone is licking Akechi's boots. They think I'm dead. Fine, whatever.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win.
Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out those phantom thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
I'll show you.
Ryuji's pissed off. I heard you and Tom so announced it during homeroom. Are you okay? You're Betty. Why? The one time she, you know. Jesus Christ. Yes, I'm fine. Thank you. You're alive. The news is reporting you committed suicide. Call me when you can. I was so confused. But as long as you're safe. Don't worry about school. Just take care of yourself. I could have done without the heart at the end, but I appreciate the thought. Is it true that the leader of the Phantom Thieves died? How could the police let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit together.
Cut that out!
Quiet down, you're in class. Break's been over for quite some time now. I swear, you're like a monkey in a zoo. Hmm? Oh yeah. I received words from Mamma Mia's family that he'll be absent for a bit. Jeez, what do you people think school is anyway? It's almost time. I don't think so. I don't think she's contacts you here. If you hadn't, like, hadn't her maxed out. Hey, it can be true, can it? Please tell me you're okay. I'm all good. Oh, thank God you're safe. That suicide report was all over the news, and Miss Kawakami said you went back to your hometown. I was honestly worried about contacting you. Even Sakamoto was dodging the question when I tried to ask him. But don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan side is a real mess right now. But keep supporting you from the shadows. Good luck.
Hey.
You don't need to worry about it in here, but try not to do anything to draw attention. Anyway, today's a day off, so hit your curry and take it easy. You can take your time with it too. It's not like any customer's gonna be showing up.
Okay.
Y'all to chill, like, honestly. I would be worried about Takechi showing up. Let's try and think of the keyword once the chief's curry has energized you. Of course they... I wonder if they have, like, boot Takechi out of the group. Or made a new one. Have you guys figured out the keyword to Shido's Palace yet? I've tried all sorts of stuff, but no luck so far. It is hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. You know, I've been wondering, if he's been behind all of those mental shutdowns, doesn't that mean all the accidents from these past few years were his fault? Like the subway accident back in April. Now that you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport his job. Wait, are you trying to say Shido caused that accident? But it's the subway, does he not care at all about innocent lives? This man seems to be truly unbelievable. Supposedly there are still tons of victims from that in the hospital even now. Masayoshi Shido, how many has he killed over the years? How could he ever understand what goes in the mind of such a horrible man? Hey, would it be faster if you just go there and try to think about it on site? Let's try that. If you're going to go, I'd like Karen-kun to join, but... will that be okay once somebody spot him there? We'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Plus I can throw off anyone who tails up with my blazing speed. What does that mean, Yuji? If you just sprint away, you're gonna leave us behind. Alright, let's have Ren-kun join us then. Remember though, we are going with the intent of not being seen. Okay, well, let's meet in front of the Diet building and force the Bastard's Palace open.
Alright, let's head to the Diet building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
I mean, considering what happened, I feel like it'd be more than justified in just kicking Akechi out of the group.
You going out?
Like, at this point, they all know, and Akechi knows that they know that it's him that sold them out, so, like, it's putting him out of the group wouldn't be that suspicious, you know? That's the plan.
You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right? Ugh. The stunts you pull sometimes.
Poor soldier's gonna have a heart attack.
Just don't stay out too late.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
Conditions have not been met.
What about a mansion?
Conditions have
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace?
Conditions have not been met.
It's no good.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea.
There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking.
Oh boy. Han. Very subtly.
Excuse me. I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician.
Oh boy.
I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer.
It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
Teenagers slaughtering in front of the Diet Building.
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay?
We should all think about this tonight.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. But no matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
I tried looking Shido's interviews up online, they all sound so goddamn fake. I checked his profile as well, but I couldn't find much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old and has gone from being a Metropolitan Assemblyman to a representative. Though he is a cabinet minister, he split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. Shido's a cabinet minister? For real? He was specially appointed to the position, that's his current title. Apparently he also won a contest for who people would the most like to have as their boss. Well, if you want that, then... Even the news site write about him as though he's assured to become the Prime Minister. If only we could find out the meaning behind Shido's words.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Ugh.
What's with all the love for Shido? I get no one knows about the truth about him, but it still creeps me out. No, I'm gonna point out the the very subtle flag that just appeared in my room. Very understated, guys.
Oh.
I think I still have like... No. Can I go out? I need to finish my...
Hey.
Okay, I can go out, so I'm gonna make... Let's see if I can make curry. Oh, no curry. Coffee then.
Hey.
Time to do coffee. What do we have a flag to remind me I hate them? I hate them so much, a flag has appeared in my room.
Let me explain. Yeah.
Whoops, I'm kind of... Sorry. I was distracted. Oh well.
Well then.
Mostly Soichiro complimenting my prowess in coffee making. As your physician, I would like to confirm something. Please contact me as soon as you see this. I'm still alive, don't worry. Stop making me worried. I'm glad you're okay. I just got nervous when I saw the news. Well, I'll be at the clinic if you need any medicine. It's not even but the Phantom Teams on TV. Oh, that's right. Aren't you all supposed to be gathering here today? Make sure you finish eating before everyone shows up. It's almost time for our meeting. I wonder if anybody has figured out the keyword.
Last one. Diamond mine.
I wonder how many fucking hours they spent throwing words at the navigator. Praying to God was going to be the right one. Look at Futaba just melting over the chair.
No good.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up.
Right?
That's not something to be excited about.
We know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Ah, look who it is. Our dear old friend.
Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Oh, you poor baby.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge.
I could say you're a cheaty bitch.
Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his face everywhere.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
The Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
They're manipulating information using the media.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords?
Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
Yeah, don't just go. Why not?
That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an adult with us.
Look at us say.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus outside?
To everyone gathered before Yongen-Jaya Station.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Oh right, the candidates are currently campaigning.
That voice.
I apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did!
It sounds like the same voice I heard back then.
Man, talk about being lucky! We can go check him out without an appointment now!
To be fair,
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the station.
like, hey, hello. To be fair, poor Ren was like probably kinda shocked by the entire situation back then, with like getting accused and being sued. So I can like blame him for not exactly remembering Shido's voice and face.
This way, hurry! By the way, did something happen? You didn't seem well a moment ago.
Now is the time to rebuild this crumbling nation. Our government is littered with scandals, and criminals have taken a strong foothold in our society. Such a disgraceful past must be discarded. We must set sail into a new future of dreams and hope. So our children who carry the burden of the next generation can be proud of their country. So our nation can once again become a powerful one with abundant wealth and luxury. So our beautiful home will be acknowledged as the best country in the world.
Am I going? No, I'm not going the right direction.
I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future, together. I hope to continue serving you all.
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for us.
Wait!
Ryuji, please.
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Ryuji, what the fuck?
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a second.
Oh my god, Ryuji, I love you, but
He's a busy man.
you're such a himbo.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, Brad.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before, at the elevators. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross me.
That voice, yeah. That him.
It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare? This ain't a show. Get lost, kid. Damn brat! I'll sue!
This man, there's no mistake. He's the same man as the one from before.
What are you looking at?
Oh boy!
This country is filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future. Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
What a piece of shit. So what do you think after seeing him in person?
It's why I got arrested. Yay!
Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before? The same guy? For real? Seriously?
You're sure, aren't you? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Holy shit. I don't believe it.
Let's get going, okay?
So basically, Shido fucked himself over.
Shido's the guy who set you up?
You know, if he had just like ignored the entire situation, Ren would have never been like been sent to Tokyo, and none of this would have happened. So congratulations, Shido, you played yourself.
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
Is it just coincidence? This feels way too convenient.
Talk about a destined connection.
Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
God, what the hell's going on here?
Shido was already a politician then, yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece of shit. Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different!
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
Also, actually, Ren literally did not put a finger on him. The guy was drunk, Shido was drunk, so like, Ren just like put himself between Shido and the woman, and Shido stumbled onto his own... No, he didn't. Shido just stumbled onto his own feet and fell because he was drunk and accused Ren. It has been 80 hours in game and I don't know how many months at this point, so I can't blame you for like being hazy on the details, but Ren literally did not touch him like at all.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different. It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person.
He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. Ugh, that's the worst.
I assume the key word for what he believes the Diet Building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Let's head to the Diet Building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere. We have to do this.
The guy behind everything turned out to be your arch enemy. What an oddly poetic twist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those clothes. You stand out if everyone else is wearing the school uniform. It might be a good idea to wear your uniform when you head out. So we're not gonna be, like, stealth at all. Yay, there's McCurry.
What do you want to do?
Make sure your clothes up. Let me explain.
Well then.
Let's head for more plot. So much plot. I've actually been paying attention to the news lately. Aren't you proud of me? Don't you leave it on hoping that Akechi will be there? Well, not that I blame you, he's a real hero. I think Masayoshi Shido is even more amazing though. He's the first politician I've ever believed in. Oh, I know Shido-san too. It sounds like he really wants to improve the country. Can't they see they are being lied to? We have to do something. Oh boy. It's not true that the Phantom Thieves leader died, right? Everything's fine. Thank goodness. There's no way the Phantom Thieves could be defeated. Man, it's such a relief to hear things are okay. Well, if you need anything, I'll be at the arcade. More messages. The Phantom Thieves have been on the news recently, so I was wondering how you're doing. Are you going to give up without accomplishing your goal? No problems here. So you're okay, that's a relief. I'm expecting great things from the Phantom Thieves. If you need anything, I'm happy to help, my comrade. My comrade, amazing. It feels pretty weird seeing you around on a weekday. You're taking off tonight, right? Sheesh, you're such a risk taker. Listen, make sure nobody notices you, okay? We have to do something about the keyword for sure this time. Yeah, it was probably one of the confidant I might have finished before.
Security guards became suspicious of us last time, so we can't stay here for long.
So, before you showed up, probably.
But we still have no hit.
Think it's a barrier after all?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday go?
Ah, shut up. The real game starts at 2 outs.
Enough chatting. You should only be thinking about the keyword.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and that of his lackeys.
He wants to become Prime Minister, even if it means trampling on others.
Fortune, rich people.
Hey, can you think of anything based on what you've heard from him? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter if you guess.
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
Steer?
I know already for obvious reasons, but I also kind of figured out... if I remember right, I figured it out pretty easily the first time around too, because I also like remembered they said something about steering, like sailing the country and stuff like that.
It was a match?
What? The Diet Building's a ship? What kind of scenery will that be? The actual building's on land.
Like during the speech he had just the day before, like he said multiple times something about like sailing the country in the future or stuff like that.
I can't even begin to imagine what it will be like.
Well, whatever it is, looks like there are no barriers.
Oh, shut up! Let's hurry up and go in.
Are we clear of the guard's sight?
Get closer to the wall just in case. All right, do it.
Did anything change? We went in, right?
Security guards seem to be gone, but it's difficult to tell for certain. This seems to be similar to what happened with Sis's palace.
But this time, the Diet Building remains unchanged.
The gate wasn't open earlier, though.
Wait, look! Mona's appearance is different. That means we're definitely in a palace.
Come on, let's go take a look.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out.
Huh?
What the heck?
What's up, Futaba?
There's this thing called looking around you guys. Just saying.
The hell?
Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
Bullshit!
Oh, did I miss that? Clearly the brain cell did not make it through the nav with them.
A country that children can be proud of my ass is completely sunken in his head. If a guy like this stands above everyone, we're seriously done for.
This is beyond ridiculous.
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world is he thinking?
Whether it be for glory or for simply a reward, my father died because of someone like this.
We gotta sink Shido instead of this country.
A palace with not just the center of the distortion, but the entire country sunken. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous of a desire. Be careful. This will be completely different from past palaces.
We're definitely gonna take his treasure.
Business as usual, let's play it cool.
Come on, what a lame way to start this off.
What do you mean lame? I thought it was cool.
No? I think that's how it should be. We haven't failed yet, so if we calmly give this our all, the results will surely follow. We must put an end to this by December 17th, the day before the elections.
Let the infiltration begin. Time to pay him back for setting us up into a trap.
Wait.
If her clothes aren't changing, I guess he doesn't see us as a threat yet, huh? Speaking of that, should Ren be disguising himself on the way here? Seeing so many of these guys with a bunch of kids in school uniforms would be super weird. Well, we won't have to worry about any of that once we steal the treasure. Let's do this. Yay, time to go. Oops, my team is missing a member because... let's go with Yusuke. Because I had Akechi on the team, on the Las Palas.
Indeed.
Masayoshi Shido's palace. I wonder what awaits us within. Let's go find out. It is time we begin our filtration. And off they go. I understand why you might already see us as a threat, but why are even the passengers wearing masks? You think they're trying to be phantom thieves, like Noir was with the beauty thief stuff? That's quite enough. Whatever the reason, it reflects Shido's mentality. Surely he doesn't view others normally.
You're right.
Given the insane nature of his distortion, I'm surprised they even look like people.
Listen up.
It's very likely we'll end up in battles from here forward. Be on your guard, everyone. Alright, let's check out what does these people have to say. Who are you? Don't think you can talk to an honored guest of Mr. Shido so casually. Oh boy, full of hearts yourself, aren't we? Whatever, dude. Sup? What an odd costume. Is that what you young people are into nowadays?
I have something.
Just take a look around. Probably nothing here. Yeah. Joker, an enemy! It's attacking us with all these people around? I mean, they're not real people, guys, remember that.
It's tough.
Hey, you can go for its weak spot.
You're mine.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Man, I really need to... I need to give our scene better abilities.
You did it, Fox.
Everyone, with me.
There's that core.
The finale.
Oh, is this a show of sorts? Mr. Shido never fails to keep his guests entertained.
Indeed. Those privileged enough to be on this ship are all on the winning team.
Why do you talk like that? Jesus Christ.
What's with these people? Why do they not feel any danger after what they just witnessed?
It seems they think no harm will come to them because they're here on Shido's ship.
They're not even sensing the danger. Come on, let's make him see what this ship really is.
Oh boy.
Somewhere.
There's a chest. One enemy, and it's weak. This'll be a slaughter.
Ooh, I don't have this one, so let's see.
Go down.
Oh boy, it really is weak. I kinda. I'm probably gonna kill her, aren't I? Yeah. Oh well.
Good work, everyone.
We'll meet more.
Okay. I have something.
Ooh, chest. Hello. My, that was quite a show. Are you entertainers?
Hey.
Jogger, we should go. It would be a problem if we started drawing attention to ourselves.
There's a treasure.
Doggo!
Just 3 shadows. Good luck. We're evenly matched here.
Oh, new one, huh?
Let your guard down.
Ravage them.
Nothing.
Saw that.
Boss got knocked down.
Oh no!
Come on, stay together.
Poor Yusuke.
How
Let me help you get some payback.
Take this. It didn't work.
Okay, block size. Oh, okay, fair enough. It's not weak to that. Actually, wait.
Eat this.
Resist that, okay. Thank you, Futaba. Oh, to show off. Let's see.
Go down.
Stupid took one out.
Get wrecked.
Oh no! Come on!
Prepare yourself.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Fuck me. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh, come on. This is very annoying. Oh my god, guys! Please! Hit! For the love of Christ! Thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you, my god. Yeah, we need heals. No, Cerberus was a really very bad boy now. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Okay. We beat him.
Oh. What does that do? I have no idea. Oh, okay. Things I discover 80 hours into this game. That's fine. Look at all the creepy posters. My god. That's not ominous at all, buddy. My god. Oops. A dog was on our track while I was distracted by the poster.
That one's dangerous. You can hit their weakness.
Oh, that's good to know. Finally.
Right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
This is mine.
On to the next.
This is my other self. Go him on. Last one.
Oh, finally.
Well, on to the next
Just
trial.
like I thought.
What a skill.
That's... Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, I had not seen the dog at all in the first place, so... It's not like I could excitedly tell he was following us.
I'll reveal your true form.
Yeah, just shot them in the face.
Persona. There.
Right off their feet. Nice, Joker. Locked and loading.
Yeah, sure. Go wild, Morgana. That was cute. There goes Futaba stealing my kill.
Okay. See it.
Didn't even break a...
Can I get not stuck in the corners? That would be mighty fun. Hi, doggo.
Show me your true form. Let's go.
Successful. Now just don't lose.
Persona.
Do I have like ice attack on anyone else other than Arsene? I suppose I don't. Oh well. It's fine.
Go down.
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Go.
All right, on to the next.
Persona. Go him on.
Got their weakness. You're on a roll, Fox.
This is my other self. Go him on. Strike.
One gone. Do it again, Snow.
Okay, let's see if we can... Oh, thank you. I wanted to see if we will grab this lady, finally. Oh my god. Oh, thank you.
That's a new one, isn't it?
It's a step forward. All right. I can see it.
Let's see. Door here. Is there? Oh, I can jump here. Okay. Where can I grab? Oh, there it is.
Oh, a treasure chest!
Alright, let's grab the stuff. Oh boy, it's gonna be... I don't think we're gonna find a wheel seed quite yet, it's a bit too early. Considering the amount of megaphones annoying us, it's gonna be hard hearing like the difference between that and being close to a wheel seed door. I can sense the treasure's presence. It's that way. Let's go, guys. I was drinking water. I wasn't expecting the cutscene to end quite so quickly.
These huge doors are obviously suspicious. Wonder what's through here.
Ryuji. Ryuji, look up and you're gonna find out what's through there.
There's slots to stick in something like a key card. Whoa, there's 5 of them.
475 people in favor, 0 against.
I hear something.
Since there is no one against the plan, this bill will be unanimously passed as drafted.
Passed? What's going on? Was that Shiro's voice?
If this truly is the representatives' chamber as written, beyond here must be the main assembly hall.
The what now?
It's that large conference room that's usually seen on the news.
Oh, that thing! Gotcha! So, what are they doing inside?
Most likely a meaningless vote. One in which whatever Shido proposes will always go unopposed.
So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only his supporters in there.
What do we do to get in, though? Should we find these keycards?
Maybe we need some kind of qualification. One that vows to be his follower or swear loyalty.
So basically we need to prove that we're on his side.
We'd have to pretend, I suppose.
You sure move on quick.
But what's this qualification thing about?
Why don't we ask the guests on this ship?
Gradiot, that's dangerous. There's no in between.
That never crossed my mind.
Asking around doesn't sound like a bad idea. The guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido's mind. They'll know any secrets he shared.
True. You have a point.
That said, the ruler here is that evil Shido. It wouldn't surprise me if they did turn hostile.
Right. Yeah, wouldn't they attack us?
We should prepare for the worst, of course. But I think we'll at least be able to talk to them. This ship is most likely an ark loaded with those that Shido believes are worth keeping alive. It'd explain the luxury cruise ship. I doubt idiots who can't even hold a conversation would be here.
We can at least gather information. It helps that everyone's wearing masks. We'll blend in even with our attire.
He must believe that no one shows their true face to anyone else. Just like him. Well then, let's split up and ask around.
Wait, what do you mean the big angry mustache man in Zep is canon in Persona? What? Mind you, this is the first and only Persona game I played so far in my life. That's... I didn't know that. What? I have no words. Oh boy. Looks like everyone's taken off to gather intel. There's no doubt, I can sense the treasure behind this door. Looks like we already hit the jackpot. Let's go talk to the others. They have to censor him, but they're setting him up for Western release. Boy, I wonder why. Hey Ann, what's up? One of the VIPs used to belong to nobility? Yes, that must be why he can enter the sacred place. I heard it's not easily seen either. But why would someone of his stature always be by the poolside? Well, it must like he there for some reason. But I don't think it's the swimming. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! My ass!
Hey.
Beyond this door is the VIP area, and the main assembly hall is a sacred place. Looks like we can get in unless Shido accepts us. Hey Ryuji, what did you hear? Oh, you have the elegance and refinement so sorry lacking in the ordinary citizenry. My, such flattery. High-class aura emanates from you as well. So you know this, ho ho ho. They are unbelievably irritating. Most certainly, ha ha ha. Hey, these guys totally ignore me when I try and talk to them. You look that much like I don't got any money. Is it cause of the school mask or something? You're slouching, Ryuji. Keep a better posture and maybe they will... Hey, Futaba, what's up? You're some kind of sadist for making me get info from complete strangers, Joker. But I'll do it. I'm going to avenge my mom. Good luck, Futaba. Okay, let me grab the chest here. Okay, later. I wanted to open it up, but... Hey, Haru. I'm not entirely sure how to speak to people here. I either remain silent or spoke in simple pleasantries during father's business relations. My god, what's up? Even Mr. Ho is a VIP. I just saw him at the restaurant. To think an important politician like him has been invited here. Well, support from the political world should mean mental shutdowns are as viable as ever. I'm quite envious. I wonder if there is a way I can get to know him better myself. If you wish. Hearing people speak so casually about the mental shutdowns business makes me head spin. But it seems as though we need certification from 5 VIPs to become a special customer. These people are willing to share anything. Perhaps it's because their faces are hidden? Oh boy. Yusuke's over there. Where does this go? Oh boy. Yeah. Let's not.
Focus.
Hey Yusuke. So that is the president of a TV station. Indeed, Mr. Shido has quite a large circle of acquaintances. It seems you have to be at least that important to be considered a VIP. I'm truly envious. Why don't you go play the slots with him? That might get his attention.
Indeed.
It appears these people want to be accepted as one of Shido's special customers. By the way, I got some information on the VIPs. We should discuss later. Joker, there's something I noticed too. I actually saw what looked like a map on our raid here. Why don't we go check it out? Alright. Is this? No. Oh, there it is. Just as I thought. We'll definitely be able to use this to our advantage. Let's take it with us. We gathered a good amount of info. We might want to the group and go over it all now. How did it go for all of you? Not great, but not bad either.
Wow.
I was able to get a bit of intel as well. We should sort through what all of us gained for now. Well, I took a look at the map we obtained earlier and found what appears to be a safe room. Right there. Oh, it's close. Perfect, let's go over our intel there. Joker, we got to head over to the safe room? Yes, thank you. I know. Just let me go.
Still, this is a surprise. All the cognitive guests in this palace seem like real humans. The casino earlier looked pretty real too, but talking with these guests was a whole nother story.
You have that right.
This ruler's observational skills and insight are off the charts. Shido's a formidable foe.
A safe room user for plot? I know, right? I think maybe it only happened at the very start of the game, if I remember right. And I'm not even sure.
Come on, no need to freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I was just thinking it'll be easier to make a plan since they can talk normally. Alright. Let's put together the information we gathered.
Huh. Gotcha.
Oh, I have to read that. Why game? Why do you give me the illusion of voice acting? So, we gotta get a letter of introduction from 5 VIPs. And those letters become the keycards?
You're right.
Exactly. Now, let's go over what all of us have learned. First, according to my intel, one of the VIPs is an influential politician by the name of O. He's supposedly seen at the restaurant at night and sits at a table near the window. I'll go next. I heard about a prominent VIP who used to be in nobility. They said he's usually by the pool.
Please hear me out.
Next is my intelligence. It seems the president of a television station is also a VIP. He always plays slots at night. It would seem he spends his money quite lavishly. Crap, I'm starting to forget people already. Next is my turn. For real? Haven't you got info? Of course, I eavesdropped. Supposedly one of the VIPs is the president of an IT company. He's always in his room and reportedly enters from an exclusive hallway.
Listen up.
Well then, I'll close us out. How did you get info with your looks? It seems like some guy they call the cleaner is another VIP. I heard that he's cautious, so it's probably best if we check the other VIPs first. Cleaner? I wonder what they meant by that. Wait a minute, after the VIPs we listed, this one's a cleaner? Is he really a VIP? Supposedly. I'm sorry, I couldn't get any information. Me neither, so don't worry about it, okay? Let's just work harder during the battle. You're right, I'll do my best. But there's a bigger problem, you know? My memory's not so great, anyways. Who was who? We remember for you, Ryuji, don't worry.
It's no use. I can't read the profiles of 5 people straight in my head.
I can only remember about 2 of them. What about you, Joker?
My memory is pristine!
Really? Wow! We're up against 5 people. The politician Owe, a former noble, a TV station president, an IT company president, and a cleaner.
Thank you, Futaba, for saying the name out loud and letting me know it's pronounced Oe and not O.
We get certification from them and obtain letters of introduction that'll serve as keycards. But only go for the cleaner after the other 4 have been dealt with, right?
Whoa, now that's impressive! You go, genius!
If we can't remember the details on the VIPs, let's reconvene inside a safe room.
Alright, let's get this done quickly.
Hey!
We know how to get into the main assembly hall now. Shall we head home? Huh? You wanna go back already? There are people in here with special letters. That means Shido trusts them to a certain extent. It would be best to consider them as powerful individuals. We do not want to get too hasty. Let us take our time here.
Well,
I guess we do have a little time to spare. Well then, let's head back for today. I would have liked to keep going, but whatever. The game just bullies me. Alright.
okay.
Yo.
Oh, you're back. So this is it, huh? I have to do this? You're right. Do what you need to. I'll try to help any way I can. Just don't be reckless, got it? That palace is an accurate portrayal of Shido's nature. What do you mean? I have to agree. I'm sure he's quite used to traveling, especially on extravagant ships. And it should be obvious he's not using his own money for it. There are all sorts of rumors online. Oh, I get it. He's using tax money. Not cool, Shido. I think he believes that which belongs to others in turn belongs to him. Even people's lives. That is correct. This country will be a miserable place if Shido becomes Prime Minister. Let's change his heart, guys. Right. We gotta pay him back for what he did to Ren too. Ah, boy. Let's see. Can I...
Hey! Hey!
Oh, can't I get? I suppose the game is not gonna let me get the massage because plot day, whatever, it's fine. I can do shit.
Hey.
Let's buy coffee.
Yo.
Just more SP recovery items. I'm sure Morgana was not gonna let me out, so whatever.
Yes. All right.
Let me explain. Yeah.
Yeah, that Jiro is happy with our coffee. More messages.
It's me. Sorry, I know you're tired. It'll be a sec, just hear me out.
Oh, Ryuji, hi.
I've decided what I want to do with Shido after going into his palace.
Do you want to kick him in the balls? Because I would agree with that plan.
We can't let him run free. If there's a heart we gotta steal, it's definitely gotta be his.
What's gotten into you?
I really get it now. I want to avenge you, that's a no-brainer, but that's not it. If we let him run the country, the weak will be totally effed. Isn't it our duty to protect them?
We'll protect them until the end.
Remember when I told you that heroes who lurk in the shadows are boring? Well, forget what I said. Those heroes are way cooler.
Yay, character growth.
Hey, once we change Shido's heart... no, never mind. Forget it.
Were you gonna ask me on a date, Ryuji? Because my answer will be yes.
Let's do it. Let's steal that bastard Shido's heart. I'll do everything I can to make it happen. Thanks for listening to me. See ya.
Immediate branding. Straight up to eloping.
Hey.
It's almost time. Were you able to sleep last night? I slept pretty well. Huh, I'm impressed. Whatever happens, you always manage to just shake it off. You're finally facing off against your arch enemy. I know you know this, but don't get impatient. But jeez, it's been getting cold lately. We might freeze to death before we can judge his heart. Let's look to see if you can find anything to help us get warm. A heater, huh? Oh, this is good. It's so warm.
Hey.
Once we take care of Shido... What's wrong? Well... I was just thinking, this might be the last job for the Phantom Thieves. Everyone's goal and ambitions, they're all linked to taking down Shido. That's how we feel. We all became Phantom Thieves for our own reasons. We weren't just playing around. Outside of the Phantom Thieves, you also have friends who've been helping you, they believe in you. We have an important battle ahead of us, and we only made it all this way because of them. There is no guarantee we'll make it out of this. See them as much as you can, so you have no regrets. Oh boy, the game is telling me something here, huh? Alright, I understand. Ren, I'm with you, all the way to the end. This upcoming battle is personal, so we'll do it your way. No, you can face shit on your terms. If only, you know, I wasn't constantly bullied by Morgana and I was allowed to get out, I would have probably maxed out my confidence much faster. Hasn't Amamiya been taking a lot of days off? I wonder if it's got something to do with his record.
Okay, quiet down.
I believe I mentioned this before, but Amamiya-kun is back at his family's home. It's a personal matter, so don't go spreading rumors. Thank you, Kawakami, for protecting our asset. How long can we keep this up? We need to take care of things before we get caught.
Hey, are you sure it's okay for him to be down here working right now? I mean, wouldn't it be bad if a Shujin student walked in and saw him?
Don't worry about it.
You guys should worry about it.
Welcome.
Yeah, hi Kasumi, speaking of which.
What did I just say?
Nah, still fine.
Senpai? You're not like a stunt double or something, right?
Why didn't you just like send her a text? Poor Kasumi. Is the real me?
I don't know what's happening, but I really hope this isn't a dream.
Well, are you pleased? I'm the one who set this up. A little surprise from me to you. I asked Futaba to do me a favor.
I think just telling her, hey, hi, just so you know, please don't tell anyone, but I'm not dead, should have sufficed. Poor Kasumi.
And I asked Ryuji to pass the message along to Kasumi.
I knew you'd be wiped out for a while, so I made sure to give you time to recover first.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm just so happy.
Oh boy, Kasumi does is a very aggressive. Look, look at Ren. He's gone super rigid, like square shoulders. That's too funny.
No one cares about my scheme.
Well, it looks like you know what's been going on with him. Take a seat, why don't you? No reason to stand around. I'm going out for a bit to grab some groceries. I'll let you all get caught up with each other.
So you're Yoshizawa-san, right? Well, what's up? It's a pleasure meeting you.
Futaba, why are you acting so weird all of a sudden?
Yes, nice to meet you as well, Sakura-san.
Could you at least figure out whether to be polite or casual?
Shut up! Don't you underestimate my people anxiety. Mona tells me that you helped him out in that palace a while back. We are awfully grateful for that.
Oh no, it was my pleasure. He's usually the one who helps me out. Not only that, I'd promised to repay his kindness to me, no matter what.
What a refined response. Are we really around the same age?
You know, there's something I've wanted to ask you, Yoshizawa. Why were you in that palace in the first place?
That's... I was wondering that too. Of course, I'm extra grateful that you saved our leader, but if our plan had somehow leaked, then we need to change our tactics from here on out.
It all started about a week ago, when we had lunch together on the roof of the school.
But that day's when...
I got the feeling that something big was going to take place that day, so... I'm so sorry. I was actually following you the entire time.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be something like that. Of course.
Wait, we were tailed there?
We definitely had no idea about that.
Oh, look! Another person will manage to follow you, no problem. What a surprise, guys.
It's like night and day compared to when Makoto was following us.
I've been considering for a while now. Perhaps I should be fighting alongside you if I had special
Yes!
powers like yours.
Yes, I want you on the team. Please!
I wondered if an outsider like myself should even get involved. But I couldn't just stand back and do nothing.
You saved me.
Oh, it was nothing compared to how much you've done for me in the past.
Please, I want.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not done here yet, are you? Then perhaps I ought to lend you.
Yes!
Well, we could definitely use the additional firepower.
No buts, Morgana. Shut up. I want her in the team. I'm thankful for her offer to help, but she is more dangerous than any of our previous targets. It'd be wisest to avoid dragging Kasumi into this fight. No, I want her in the team! Ah! Game, why are you so mean to me?
Senpai?
I appreciate the offer, Kasumi, but the game is forcing me to say no.
Well, you say that, but...
Honestly, we have no idea what risks you would face. Our enemy this time is more dangerous than anyone else so far. Also, we pretty much brought this entire mess down upon ourselves, so this is on us. We're delighted by the offer, but we really can't drag you into this any further.
I know they are right, but I really do want her in the team. I suppose I can only... Oh god. I just realized something. I'm gonna bet my, like, fucking right arm that the extra content we're gonna get and the extra dungeons. What do you guys want to bet that is only gonna be Ren, Kazumi, and Akechi? It's gonna be like that, isn't it? Oh god. Okay.
Moreover, you have something to do yourself, right?
I believe I'd be acting selfishly if I were to press any further. Very well. I understand your reasoning. If that's the situation, then I'll wait for you to return.
Guys, we are gonna get Takeshi in the future, like, don't... I'm sure about it. Especially because if I remember right, one of the show times we still have to unlock is with him. And so, you know, if 2 + 2 = 4, we're gonna have to deal with Takeshi again. Fuck, you're right. Yes, I am.
But you have to promise me this. You'll come back safe no matter what. I don't ever want to feel as horrible as I did when I thought you...
A drama, no. I'm not gonna say anything more. I'm just gonna say no to that. It's not gonna happen. Unless they change something. I'm sure we'll be fine.
I really do believe you. It's time I get going. I've got practice today, as usual. Well, be seeing you.
Man, sure must be nice not having to go to school. Is that having a me? Don't know what you're talking about. A dead man cannot go to school, you know. This would be all for nothing if they found out he's still alive. Does it suck to live like a fugitive though? Always having to hide your face? I can barely see. It's a treat though, that's pretty cool. I'm sure it is, no doubt it's hard as well, but please bear with it for now. Don't try too hard to hurt yourself, you only stand out more. That's always the hardest, try hard but not too hard. In any case, you are ready to put the plan into action now. All we need is your signal.
Okay.
So you stand out too much during the day, so we need to go at night. We're about to face our toughest target to date, no skip on your preparations. The game is telling me very aggressively to become better friends with my friends. Hey, sorry to bring this up now, I know you have your hands full, but Ryuji and Ko can do it. Yay! I have faith in all of you. Anyway, here is the info I have. This one is cruel. There's a group of scammers out there specifically targeting old people. Apparently they're using some sort of spiritual mumbo-jumbo to trick them into paying up. Horrible. It really is. Anyway, they keep moving around, so it's been difficult to reliably track them. Apparently the police have just stopped trying entirely. From what I read online, the representative is a guy named Yoshishito Wakasa. Sorry, don't have any more info than that. Good luck. Might be tough for us to go at a time like this, but the info itself is pretty worthwhile. If we have the chance to read into mementos, it'd make a great target. Yeah, Mishima messaged us. Okay, we have 23 days. I suppose we might spend some time strengthening, like, we can probably, we should be able to fairly easily max out Ryuji and then, so perhaps I could, okay, first of all, I'm going to check some things. Namely, if we have new equipment to buy. Sup, PY?
Oh, it's freezing. Yo. Okay. You should be grateful.
I guess that's fine. You should be grateful. Okay, thank God we had only 3 things to sell.
Sounds good.
Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely we can upgrade our
Use it to pull a prank.
equipment for sure.
Break it, okay? You better not use it to pull a prank. That's what you're. Don't break it, okay? You better not use it to pull a prank. That's what you're. Don't break it, okay? You better not use it to pull a prank.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
How about ranged weapons? Yes, we have new
like it?
stuff. Let's see. Accuracy, power.
That's a very serious expression. Take your time and look around.
Nice.
That one.
I'm always gonna go with power, let's face it.
That's what you're. How's that?
God, the guns are so expensive, Jesus Christ.
That good.
I don't even use them that much at the end of the day.
Go up into the. You like it?
But I'm gonna do it anyway.
That's what you're choosing. Sure thing. Don't break it, okay? That's what you're choosing. Good. That was that. That's what you're choosing? Sure thing. You like it? That's what you're choosing? Good. You better not use it to pull a prank.
We almost like halved our money just with the guns. Whew.
Alright. Sounds good.
Okay, new vests as well. That's nice.
That's what you're. Don't break it, okay? You like it?
Jesus Christ, what is this collar made for? It costs like 39,800 yens. That's a lot of money.
I don't want to get caught up in a. How's that? That's what you like it?
We went to having almost 1,000,000 yen.
How's that? That's what you're.
We are paying Iwai's retirement here, guys. Staying alive is expensive for sure. My god.
Come again.
Okay, we have equipped the new stuff. Now the question is, can I go hang out with people? Okay, only Haru here, Yusuke and Nen are here. Who else is there around? No Ryuji today. Okay, do I have a lover's persona? Probably not. No, I do actually, in fact. Okay, let's go hang out with Nen. Let's start ranking out. She should be here. Again, we haven't hung out in literal months at this point. Let's hang out.
We have to make them pay.
Relax, Hen. Do you have time today? Yes. Okay, we're getting a rank up right away.
Thanks.
Ooh. Well. Sorry, I'm not laughing about Shio, I'm laughing about the timing. I'm laughing about the timing of this hanging out with Ren that comes right now when supposedly Ren should stay well away from the school. Awkward moments. I love this game. Han, Ren-kun, I'm pretty heavy, huh? Thanks for the help. Hey. Isn't Ren super reliable? Just like you were telling me. We are so high up. Why did you want to call me here? I think to settle things. To tell you the truth, I wanted to reenact that moment. Wearing these clothes, standing here again. I wanted to know what it would feel like. What about back then? What were you thinking? I didn't want to die. I just needed to escape. It was like another person inside of me was screaming, telling me to come up here. That almost felt like that person was trying to kill me.
Oh.
Oh boy. But I know that person was part of me too, my weakness. So I wanted to see if she will show up again now. She's gone, isn't she? Yeah, she doesn't exist anymore. You're so strong, Shio. The only reason you can stand here now is because of hard you work for your rehab. Maybe, but that was all thanks to you, Han. Me? Because I saw how you were trying to be strong, to be cool, wanted to be an actor, an action star, trying to be a better model. You were so positive, your eyes sparkled with motivation. With you putting that much effort in, I couldn't just let my life go to waste in a hospital bed. That's why I wanted to stand again, it was because of you. Being able to change others, that's what true strength is. Shio, I'm not strong, I'm nothing without you. I'm just a lonely, scared girl. Han, I'm sorry for deciding to transfer schools. Shio, I'm going to become a real model. That way you'll be able to keep seeing me and keep giving your life your all. I'm gonna be in a bunch of magazines and I'll say a ton of good stuff in interviews. So stay healthy, work hard, but not too much, and keep in touch. Just take care of yourself. And oh, they're so cute. I love you. My feels. They're so adorable. Once I can smile again from the bottom of my heart, I'll come visit. Yeah. Shio left with her family.
Hey.
And I need to be the #1 model around. I made a promise with Shio, so there is no turning back now. I'm gonna study how to properly exercise and even relearn how to walk the runway. I want to pick up on some other languages and cultures too, so I can start doing overseas events. Because, well, the only way I can help Shio is to show her how hard I'm working. I believe in you, Han.
Yeah.
If I can do that, she'll definitely... Damn it, I told myself I wouldn't cry, but it just won't stop. I should choose my words carefully. I guess I'm alone again, huh? So, we're not gonna romance anyone because my head, you guys already know my head canon. You, the others, and me, we're friends.
Thanks.
You're right. I have our team now. There are people suffering out there, just waiting for us to save them. That's why I need to do my best, not just for our team, but for everyone who needs our help. Ren, let's do this together.
All right.
Bye, Tori. Anyway, I should be heading home. I'll be fine by myself. Oh, and thanks for going out with me today. I didn't mean it like that, of course not. Bye. See you later. Is that... Are you like threatening me, Dory? I kinda wanted to. Every news station has been running story after story about Shido in the elections. Akechi too. I can't believe they're calling him the detective of the century. Plus they're treating the Phantom Thieves like criminals. That slide of things has faded a little bit though, don't you think? Yes, all the talk of the election must have made people forget about the suicide news. The main culprit is dead, things are settled, and that society can go on like normal. That's probably what people are thinking. I have mixed feelings about all of this. I'm not saying they should talk about us more, but the sudden change in momentum is weird. All we gotta do is hurry up and steal Shido's heart. That'll take care of everything, right? You're right. Everything up until the election is the real battle. Let's take him down. Well then, we can discuss this more tomorrow. Let's do our best. I want to be... I'm thirsty for info. Ah, boy. Okay, let's see. One swing out. We have... Kawagami, it's already maxed out. We have Hoya. Only Hoya, huh? What does she have? I think it's... it's like she has the Devil Confidant, doesn't she? Yeah. Okay, so... Actually, there are some other stuff I wanted to do, I forgot. Whoops. That's not where I wanted to go. What's wrong with me? Let's see. Yes, I don't need it anymore. Let's see if we can get something just in case. Yeah, this one. I could have used it earlier, but fuck me, I guess. Okay, so let's go to the veteran room real quick and grab Devil Persona.
Hey, inmate!
Sup? Okay.
Time you wish to perform fusion.
Let's see if we can grab something new. Oh, that's too strong for me, huh?
Excessive power only leads to destruction.
This is all. This is new, but I'm not sacrificing Crowy Boy. Oh my god. That's very strong. Everything is strong. Okay, I don't need space. I was just checking if I could, but we can deal for now. Let's see. Devil. There it is.
You'll withdraw then accept this. You left done already. What?
Okay.
It is time.
Let's going out with Oya. Oh, I can get a fortune reading if we can't hang out, so... I should probably do an affinity reading with Hoya so we can rank up quick, sure. We're gonna make our money back soon enough, so... And we are all equipped, so I don't care to spend money right now, it's fine.
What do you think?
Oh, honey.
Hey, sup, Hoya? Yeah. Oh my god, Hoya.
Then take a seat.
You are so difficult to rank up, I just want to be done. My god. Even with the affinity reading, this is annoying. Hopefully next time.
Well,
Have you been keeping up with the elections? No wonder if Shido-san going to take it all. We might be hearing news about the birth of the Shido administration by the end of the year. I wish Akechi-gun would run for office, get even more votes with that than all those incompetent politicians. It's like 17, guys. I don't usually care about elections, but it's exciting when people are so into it. Everyone's in danger, we need to make him a change of heart soon. Okay. Let's see. Oh! Tori, I'm sorry. But I want to hang out with you. Now that is available. Is Chariot, right? Yes. I don't... Yes, I do have. Oh, Cerberus Chariot. Okay, perfect. From the... From the past. From the past. Tori, I'm sorry, but... I don't want to lose time. And since it's available, I think... I suppose it's time. That's going. The game is trolling you from the past. I'm sorry, Tori.
I'm gonna make him pay.
Goddamn Shido, we seriously gotta change his art fast. Anyway, what's the plan? Let's hang out. Dude, seriously? Don't we gotta hurry on this shit? I want to be friends, Ryuji. We have plenty of time, chill. You never change. Well, I'm down for it if you are. Just make sure you don't let anyone see you, yeah? You feeling up for a little exercise? You are, aren't you? Come on, let's go. I got something I wanna talk to you about during. Ooh, okay. Rank up, rank up, rank up. Yes.
Wanna get going?
Oh yeah, let's grab some ramen after we finish training then.
This is a perfect way to refill after some
Oh my god, is this the... Oh... This is the last rank. I'm sorry, Tori. I forgot at which point we were. Welcome back. It's the last rank. Good job, Adrama. Someone in Tori. What? I'm happy you did it. I did not. I wasn't like protesting the idea. I apologized to Tori from the past like 1,000 times.
By the way, the track team's up and running again. Yamauchi got taken down pretty quick.
I honestly forgot that we had like we already done the momentous battle for Yuji's storyline. I'm an idiot.
You know Takeishi's mom is the PTA press, right? He told her everything. After that, she came storming in with the other parents and forbid the whole scouting plan. Oh, wish I could have seen the look on Yamauchi's face. I mean, the school can't ignore the PTA. And as a result, the track team's back. Our old coach is filling in for now. Man, it serves that dick right. What a great feeling.
Oh, he's so happy.
I think they might even go far in the meet.
We can't lose either, boyfriend.
Hell yeah! Oh crap, the ramen's gonna get soggy. Let's eat. Woo! That was awesome. To tell the truth, I was scared of facing those guys straight up. I couldn't stand how much they hated me. It only just made me think of how stupid I was. Most of all, it made me remember how I lost my place with them. Hey, this ain't like me, but I managed to change because you were here helping me. I got you all wrapped up in this shit, but you stayed with me till the bitter end.
Yes, boyfriend.
You didn't abandon me. So, thanks.
You didn't abandon me, he says after we ignore him for months. I'm sorry, Ryuji. I managed my time very, very randomly. It's all because of you.
It's funny, huh? This started out as us training for the Phantom Thieves. How'd it end up like this?
With us being boyfriends.
Either way, it's my turn now. If anything comes up, you tell me. I'll help you with whatever you need.
I feel a strong bond with Ryuji, yes!
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the chariot, granting thee infinite power.
Ta-da! And now you guys are gonna see the coolest thing ever.
Alright. Alright. My new power! Alright.
Yushi persona, Captain Kid has transformed into Satan Taizai. Yay! Evolution!
Alright. Now I have that off my chest. Let's do this. First up, the Phantom Thieves. I'll be counting on you, leader. And you can count on me too. Hey, now that we're all fueled up, wanna race to the station?
Rest in peace, a drama. Ta-da! Ooh, that's very good. I don't care for this one. Bye. What the heck is that? That's Ryuji's new persona. He evolved like a Pokemon through the power of love and friendship and boyfriends. Ta-da! Ta-da! How many max rank do we have? Okay, not too bad actually. All things considered. I'm gonna be honest, I do like the design of Captain Kid more. Oh well. She'll be at church. Let me check something. Oh, EY is available. I wonder if I can get a reading. Because so I got a rank up with an maybe if I do a fortune reading for an and not an affinity, not a fortune reading, an affinity reading for Han, I can get to max rank with her in a single sitting too. Let's see, might be worth it.
What shall we do? Here we go.
Oh, is Arsene gonna get an upgrade? Boy, you're in for a treat. But this is gonna take a while before that happens.
What do you think?
Okay. And I suppose we're gonna hang out with Ifumi. She's star, right? Yeah, I do have a star persona, don't I? I don't. Velvet Room, here I come. I was almost starting to miss it, just going into Velvet Room constantly. I mean, a while still, and that is not counting the extra stuff we are gonna get, which I'm not noting off, so I have no idea how long it's gonna get.
You'll withdraw this, then accept such rude. Done already? What? No slacking off.
Ifumi, let's go.
Good evening.
Yes, let's hang out. Okay, we're getting a rank up right away. That's very nice. Thank you, Ifumi, for being easy to rank up.
Actually,
before we play, I'd like to talk to you about something. My mother told me that I should lose my upcoming exhibition match against the pro. What do you mean? It's a strategy she devised. She said that if I lose to a man, I'll get sympathy from women, and as a result get more female fans. Then when I make my comeback, I'll become a symbol for strong women everywhere. That way I can use the weekly magazine popularity against them and instantly become famous. That won't work. I mean, I wish I could agree, but I feel my mother may be right. People do love a good comeback story. Coming from the TV industry, my mother does have a great insight for entertainment. This time around, I couldn't help but argue, it's the wrong thing to do. I I actually got into a fight with my mother. It wasn't the first time, but what made me sad was I realized my mother doesn't see me as a shogi player. She said that there is no need for me to be putting so much time and effort into shogi.
It's terrible.
And that once I become famous, I can quit shogi and make money from my looks. The only reason she continues to support my shogi career is so she can profit off of me as an idol. She doesn't mind if I lose a match as long as I build my reputation and make money. To my mother, shogi is just a vehicle to make me famous.
However,
losing on purpose is wrong. Even if it helped me to become famous and eased my parents' burden, I don't want to turn my back on shogi, a game that both my father and I love. Let's make her reconsider. If only that were possible, she's the type of woman who will never change her mind. She wants to achieve her unfulfilled dream of becoming a celebrity through me. I highly doubt she will ever reconsider. There we go! What's your mother's name? It's Mitsuo Togo. What does that have to do with what you were talking about? And off it goes for mementos.
hey,
Chill, we can do the palace in a couple of days. Let's see. Can we hang out with Anne? Yes. But oh, she's not gonna rank up quite yet. But I can rank up Yusuke apparently. I don't have. Okay, I'm going to the velvet room again. Kill me. Okay, I'm gonna hang up with Yusuke, get a rank up. Then I'm gonna try and get another reading and see if that helps us ranking up with Hen in a single sitting.
Do you have?
And also I'm gonna get an Emperor persona for Yusuke. Emperor, there it is.
a fee is required. This is your power. You left how you finished.
What? No slacking off.
Okay.
Indeed.
Yes, don't worry. Calm down, Yusuke. Yes. Oh yeah, we were stuck on Yusuke's storyline because we weren't like we didn't have enough proficiency. That's why. Oh boy, that was a time ago. I believe something here might help me paint the way I used to. However, the door appears to be jammed. What shall we do, Ren? Yay, let's fix the door. Ren, you're capable of fixing it? You never cease to amaze me.
Let us be off.
Let us head inside.
I see.
The police confiscated everything. You know, I lived here not that long ago, yet it feels almost like the distant past at this point. Being here has brought back memories though. Whenever I acted out of line, I was made to sit calmly in this corner. And over here was a bookshelf filled to the brim with various tomes. It contained hard compilation books for the most part, but there were a few manga tucked away as well. At times I would take a break from my heart to hide and read them. This is also where we would gather to eat when the Adelier still had a large pupil count. Sensei is particularly fond of salty food, so... Sensei? What am I saying? Why do I still treat him as my mentor? How long will I allow him to control my life? Are you okay? Yes, my apologies. The truth of the matter is, I used to paint in this room, and I did this simply for the joy of painting. No matter what I took as my subject, my hands would move of their own accord to capture its essence. But back then, I only saw the superficial beauty of the world. I could not see the grime beneath. After learning the truth behind Madarame's actions, though, everything changed. I strove to fight back against the newfound ugliness I saw, to display my talent to those who mocked me. I needed to do whatever it took to validate my artistic ability. In that search for meaning, darkness took hold of me.
How could this be?
Ultimately, I began to emulate that which I had so deeply despised in Madarame. You know, Boss told me something very interesting when I was staying with you that one night at the band. He said he didn't believe Madarame took me in for my skill alone. I suppose now that I think about it, there would be no way to know whether or not I would have been talent. Ren, why do you think Madarame decided to take me in? Maybe at least a little part of him was sympathetic, I don't know. So we return to matters of the heart yet again. It truly is a mysterious beast. Even after learning the ugliness of his true nature, half part of me still believes in my former mentor. I simply cannot come to terms with the stark dualities presented to me. The humble house in that loathsome palace, the kind teacher and the fiendishly deceptive artist. It seems even the working of my own heart are inexplicable. What then of my search for pure beauty? Hello? Is someone there? I'm coming in.
This is a problem.
Could that be the police? Excuse me. Where did you come from? I'm gonna imagine yes. That Madarame is in prison. I don't know. I was wondering who could they be in here. You are the man from the exhibition? The one that criticized Yusuke's painting, in case you don't remember. It has been a while since then. Okay, you do remember. Good for you. Yeah. Indeed. Thank you for our conversation back there. More importantly though, why are you here? I couldn't help but notice the door was open on my way home from work. Very convenient. Are you perhaps still calling your slump? How do you know about that? I know a great deal about you, Yusuke-kun. You made a name for yourself by patterning your work after the beautiful detailed Sayuri. But that painting at the exhibition was quite different from that. Have you begun trying out new styles? If you'd like, I can advise you. Materials, themes, etc. You seem as though you could use a helping hand right now. Most of your painting was done while leaving this residence, correct? Your current lack of patron must be what is holding you back. Please, take my card. I made a living investing in promising your artists like yourself, Yusuke-kun.
Oh.
Director of the Japanese Art Support Foundation, Hakio Kawanabe? But why have you chosen me? You criticized me so harshly back at the exhibition. Because I feel you have talent. Now, my foundation can provide you an environment that will allow you to focus on developing your skills. If such a lifestyle interests you, we can talk further at a later date. As for today, I have business I must attend to, but I hope to hear from you soon.
Yes.
The Japanese Art Support Foundation. My opportunity might have finally arrived. And it was all because you opened that door for me. It seems good luck is simply a characteristic of yours.
I'm in your debt.
You have my thanks, leader. Yay, rank up!
All right. Shall we return home?
I must be going now. I'd like to think on this some more.
See you.
Futaba was our fourth palace, I think. We had Kaneshiro's after Madarame. And that was when Makoto joined the team. I apologize, Ren. I lost my composure today. The emotions I felt in that house still remain within me to this day. I do think it's a good thing that I was able to realize all this. By the way, that gentleman, Kawanabe, was it? What's your impression of him? He had a certain dignity. I had no idea I was the director of art support, but he definitely had a certain presence to him. And he was even able to instantly pinpoint my weakness. He certainly is no ordinary individual. As someone with neither a home nor a patron, I couldn't ask for a better offer. On top of that, I might be able to find a way out of my slump once I can fully focus on drawing. In any case, this deserves serious thought. I may come to you for advice again.
Ah, you're back.
And by the way, this painting down here is the Sayuri. It's the painting that Yusuke's mom made and like Madarame stole. Okay, EY wants to hang out, but first... Okay... Chihaya's here. Let's see if I can get a reading. That is only a baby, and the baby is Yusuke because it was like, I think it was a self-portrait.
What shall we do?
I mean, it wasn't like suddenly a portrait, it was more kind of idealized, but
Here we go.
it was still a mother and their son, which was Yusuke's mother and, well, baby Yusuke. Okay, hopefully that will work. Now I suppose I can go hang out with EY. What is he? EY. It's hanged. Do I have a hanged persona? I do not. Thankfully I still have some space, so let's grab a hand persona and going out with EY, and then I'm gonna call it a night, I suppose.
Justine, these are the paths you have walked.
Where is hanged? There it is.
You'll withdraw this and accept this. You left. Are you finished? What? It is time, inmate.
Okay, EY, I'm all yours. Sup?
Oh, it's freezing.
Okay, no rank up sadly, but it's fine. We're still... I guess that's fine. Hopefully next time.
See ya.
I guess that's fine and you should be grateful.
Hey.
Okay.
I should write something.
I'm gonna save here. Alrighty. And we are gonna call it a night for today. Thank you guys for coming by. As usual, I'm gonna wish you all a good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever works for you. And I shall see you tomorrow. Bye bye!